Welcome to this fiery reading today, friends. I literally just now chipped off my nail polish right here, and I feel so underdressed. With this outfit on today, I look like I'm about to go to Catholic school. If the priest could only see me now with my tarot cards, he would say I'm gonna burn in hell. I'm on the highway to hell. The priest may not like me, but at least AC/DC probably would. Hey guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be finding out how do people view you based off of your physical appearance. So, when people see you, when you walk into the room, what conclusions, judgments do they make based off of the package that you are, okay? So, if that sounds as amazing to you as it does to me, then let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today, friends, okay? So here are your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have the Monk/Nun card. And then for group number 2, we have the gorgeous Angel card. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have the Child Orphan. Okay, so guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in. And now I want you to let it out. And now I want you to please close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about how do people view you based off of your physical appearance. What do people think whenever they see you and your gorgeous bod, okay? And then whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever card your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one card here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends, okay? Hello, group 1! So, if you chose this amazing Monk/Nun card today, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for fluttering on to this reading. So, guys, before we get into the fabulous and fun and wild tarot portion of this reading today, we are going to go ahead and start this off by talking about the card that you received, because as I was pulling the group picks for all of you guys today, I was asking Spirit to give us some, you know, extra something, some extra information as to how others view you based off of solely your physical appearance. So guys, because we got the Monk and Nun card, the first thing that came to my mind is just how determined and devoted monks and nuns are to their career path and to their life path. And what I mean by that is that whenever monks and nuns, whenever they decide that they want to pursue God as their life path, as their career, whenever they decide that they want to be a monk or a nun, they completely devote every facet of their lives to that job, to that passion, to that pursuit. And they even go so far out of their way as to even dress for their job and to wear a so-called like uniform every single day of their lives. What I mean by that is that whenever you see a monk or nun, you can instantly spot them in a crowd because they are always wearing that. Is it called a habit? I'm not sure what it's called, but they're wearing the little outfit that they wear. You know what I mean? Like the black robes, and the monks like shave their hair, I think. So like, you know, you always know when you see a monk or nun going by, they cannot be ignored because they are literally dressed for their job. all the time, every single day. And so what I am getting from this is that I feel like you could be somebody who has to wear some type of uniform for your job. So let's say, for instance, that, I don't know, let's say you're a makeup artist, okay? Maybe that's the passion that you have. So you could be somebody who always has your makeup on, like, to the nines. Like, you have your face looking so beat, looking so fine, with all these amazing, like, awesome, cool, like, eyeshadow and lipsticks. You just look amazing. And whenever people spot you, it's like they instantly know that you have to have some type of job related to, like, beauty, related to makeup, right? Because it's just you completely embody the job that you are pursuing, the passion that you are pursuing. Now let's also raise another example. Let's say that you are somebody who you want to be a landscaper. You want to be somebody who, like, does the plants and gardens, and you do all that. So let's say, because that is your passion, you are always doing that every single day. You're always landscaping, always tending to different people's gardens. You are always dressed in yard clothes, right? Clothes to wear outside. So what I mean by that is maybe you're always wearing overalls. Maybe you have some grass stains on you, and maybe you keep, like, some type of tools in your pockets, right? And all your pockets in your overalls, yard tools. And so it's just easy, like, to think whenever somebody sees you that you must do something outdoors, you must do something, like, out in the elements, and it's safe to assume that maybe with all those grass stains that you are somebody who likes to work in people's lawns. You like to do some type of landscaping or something like that. So at the end of the day, I feel like when people see you, they are able to instantly just see someone who is very hardworking, because they see you in your, like, uniform of sorts. They see you in your boss babe outfit, okay? So yeah, that is definitely coming through. That is the first thing that I'm seeing here. Another thing that is coming through is I feel like people also view you as somebody who is quite modest as well. That is what I'm thinking and getting here by, looking at just the picture of the monk and the nun, right? Like, monks and nuns, they are very modest. They feel scandalous if they barely even show, like, an ankle, right? And so what I'm getting from this is that you could also be somebody who doesn't like to really show a lot of skin. You could be, again, quite modest, and maybe you always like to wear, like, longer skirts or long jeans. If you decide to wear shorts, they are also, like, on the longer side. I just think that you are somebody who you feel most comfortable whenever you are in more modest clothes, okay? Another idea that I'm getting here is, at the end of the day, you could just be somebody who comes off as someone who's very kind and maybe even a little bit innocent as well. I'm just getting this idea that you just seem very wide-eyed and very sweet. You seem like somebody who, like, sees the best in people. And so I just feel like when people look at you, they automatically see, like, a good girl or a good boy or a good they, them, right? That you seem like somebody who is just, like, the next door type of sweet girl, right? The girl you'd see next door, the boy you'd see next door. You just seem like somebody who is so nice. So I'm also getting that as well. You just seem like somebody who wouldn't hurt a fly. And yeah, that is honestly what I'm seeing so far. Let's go ahead and put this right here. Let's get some extra information now. Let's take a look at your tarot cards, okay? So, Spirit, for group 1, how do people view them based off of their physical appearance for my group 1 folks? Okay. Alright, yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Let's see what else wants to come through. Spirit, for group 1, what do people think about them based on their physical appearance? Oh my gosh, literally, that is exactly what I was saying. Ah, I love that. Okay, you guys. Wow. So first of all, for the back of the deck energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through, which honestly makes so much sense. We also have the 8 of Cups. We have the Temperance. And then last but not least, we have the Four of Pentacles. So guys, with the Queen of Pentacles coming through, I'm definitely getting some earth energy coming through. So you could be an earth sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about our Capricorns, Virgos, Tauruses. But for us to get the Queen of Pentacles, this adds a very like motherly energy to you, which I feel like makes so much sense because again, like I was saying, I was getting that very like modest type of vibe from you. And whenever I think of the traditional mother archetype, that makes me think about somebody who is very modest, very humble, very down to earth. So yeah, I'm getting the idea that when people look at you, they again see you as somebody who probably doesn't show a lot of skin. They see you as somebody who is very caring of other people, which makes so much sense because monks and nuns, you know, they care so much about people as well. Their whole job, their whole pursuit in life is to try to make people feel loved by God and to make people feel loved by everyone else as well, right? Like monks and nuns, they just try to bring people together and they try to just always be someone who people can come to for advice, who people can come to talk to about anything that is ailing them or plaguing them or making them feel sad or downtrodden. And so I am getting this idea when people view you, they just view you as somebody who is so friendly. They view you as somebody who again wouldn't hurt a fly and as someone who would always just be so kind, right? When people view you, they just instantly get this idea that they can come to you and talk to you about anything that is, you know, plaguing them. And they feel like if they were to talk to you about these things that you wouldn't talk bad about them, you wouldn't judge them, you wouldn't tell all their secrets to anyone who you come across, right? So you do just seem like somebody who is very, very trustworthy. So again, when people see you, they just see you as somebody who is this nice person, this very, very nice, kind, down-to-earth person. And I just think that that's so freaking sweet to see. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from the Queen of Pentacles. With the Temperance card coming through, I definitely think that people also view you as somebody who is very calm. They view you as somebody who could go through a lot of harder times and still be able to remain very calm and remain very graceful even under the most stressful of times. And I'm also getting the idea here, temperance is all about finding your balance and remaining just very centered and being very healthy, right? Having that healthy median. And so I'm getting the idea here that you could be somebody who is very big about your health. You could be somebody who likes to work out, who likes to watch your weight. And so I feel like when people view you, when they see you across the room, they see you as somebody who is very healthy and very fit. I do think that people, they even though you may not show your skin a lot, even though you may be very modest and you dress very modest, I think that people just can tell how nice of a body you have. And even if you're trying to cover it, I think that you still have a very sexy body. And people are always like wondering what it would be like to get you out of your like nun clothes, to get you out of your super modest outfit so that they can see what is lying underneath. Because I do think that even though you're always trying to hide it, that you do have some very sexy assets. So what I mean by that is, I mean, just looking at the Queen of Pentacles, this lady has like a sexy body and you can see that she has some nice boobs, she has a nice like hips and stuff like that. And so I do think that you could be someone who probably has very nice breasts, maybe they're a bit bigger than other people's. You could be somebody who has a nice hourglass figure or a nice butt. If you are somebody who is a bit of a gym rat, then you could be somebody who has very nice like muscles, you're very muscular. So at the end of the day, I just think that people know, even if you're trying to hide it, that you just have the body of a freaking god. Like, literally, I'm thinking of Clark Kent. I'm thinking of Superman, because whenever Superman is trying to be like a journalist or whatever, he's always like wearing those like glasses, and he has on like a really nice like button down shirt and pants, and he's dressed very nice, and he's covering everything, but everybody knows that those glasses, those nice suits or whatever, they cannot hide just how hot he is and just how ripped he is. Like, he is freaking attractive. So I'm definitely getting the idea here that you are very, very attractive as well. Your body is freaking bomb, okay? You are very pleasing to the eye. So I definitely think that people really, really like to look at you. They love to, you know, just give you the up and down perusal with their own eyes, because they definitely like what they see. So at the end of the day, when people are looking at you, they are definitely admiring you and thinking about how hot you are. And I think that since they do see you as somebody who's like a good girl, good boy, good they, them, I think that people are always thinking about what it would be like to be able to turn you into a bad girl or a bad boy, okay? They are thinking about what it would be like if they were to kind of corrupt you, okay? What would it be like if they were to, you know, get you to take a walk on the wild side? Because, guys, you know what they say. It's always the good girls, the good boys who, you know, they can be kind of crazy. They can be kind of crazy. And I think that people are thinking about what it would be like to get you to be wild, to get you to loosen up and to take a walk on the wilder side of things, okay? Now, what's interesting here is that we do have the 8 of Cups coming through, which is interesting. Usually the 8 of Cups, this talks about somebody who is walking away from a harder time. This talks about somebody who is walking away from somebody who hurt them or somebody who disappointed them. And so I think, honestly, I think before I start talking about this, I want to clarify this card. Spirit, will you clarify the 8 of Cups? Why is this coming here? What did people think about them? Okay. We have the World card. Okay. And we also have the Queen of Wands for the back of the deck energy. Alrighty, guys. So, I think that when people look at you, when people view you, even though you are very, very kind and very, very nice, and you seem very approachable, I think that there is something about you. There's this like kind of sad girl, sad boy, sad they them vibe to you. Okay, that is what I'm seeing here with the 8 of Cups. I think that when people look at you, they feel like maybe you have had to have experienced some darker times within your life once before. Maybe you have experienced some type of hurt, some type of rejection. And what's very interesting, though, is that there is this energy that even though you have experienced the worst in people, the worst of humankind, you are still able to see the best in others and be very positive about other people's intentions and about what you can expect from other people in the future, right? And that is what I'm seeing here with the World, because the World, this talks about changing your outcomes, right? This talks about going through a transition and going from experiencing a darker moment to being able to experience a change in your fortune and experience a more better outcome, a better solution, right? And so I'm just getting the idea here that even though you have experienced some really dark times in your life, you're still able to see everything that the world has to offer. You're still able to see the best in people, and you know that the best is yet to come. And I think that that is so beautiful to see, because at the end of the day, there's just this energy here that is coming off of you. I feel like people view you as somebody who is very, very wise beyond your years. And at the end of the day, they feel like you are wise enough to know that even though you have experienced some of the toughest moments within the world, you know that the world can just as soon offer you dark times as it can just as soon offer you amazing times. You are just somebody who, you know that living in this world that you will experience pain, but you also know that on the other hand, you will also be able to experience so many pleasures, so many happy moments, so many beautiful times. And I just feel like when people are looking at you, they just view you as somebody who, again, is very, very wise beyond your years. And that is something that people can instantly spot just by looking at you, just by taking a look at your eyes and seeing the calm resolve that you have. And I just think that that is just so incredible to see. People just really do see this like inner strength that you have, this inner strength that comes from experiencing really hard times. And I just think that people really respect you for that. They really respect you and the person who you are becoming. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some extra information here. Let's get some extra information. Alrighty. Yeah, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Okay, that is literally just what I was saying. Let's get some extra information here. When people view my group 1 folks, what do people think about them based off of their opinion, or based off of their physical appearance? Okay, let's get some extra information. Spirit, can we get some extra information, please? Oh, wow, okay. You know what, we'll take it. Yeah, oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. So first of all, we have braid. We have prediction. We have uplift the ones you love. And then we literally have rebuild with the ones you love. So yeah, literally, guys, with the braid coming through, you can see this person holding this braid in their hand, and it looks to me as though this person just cut off their hair. And what does that mean when somebody cuts off their hair? That signifies a new beginning. It signifies a transition, okay, going from an old place of being to a new place of being, all right? And so I do feel like when people see you, when they view you, they feel like you are somebody who has had to go through some darker moments here with the 8 of Cups. They feel like you are literally on the pathway of walking away from that darker moment and going to a new moment in time, right? They see you as somebody who is literally rebuilding your life, okay? You are rebuilding your life. You are looking towards the future. And I think that when people see you, they just see you as somebody who is very, very positive. You're very positive, and you are just always just predicting how there is nothing but the best in store for you, right? So I don't know what it is about you. I don't know what it is about you. I don't know how people just get these thoughts and these conclusions just by looking at you. I don't know what it is that causes them to come to these judgments, but whenever they look at you, they just view you as somebody who has had to face the darkest moments within your life, but you are not allowing those darker times to bring you down. Instead, you are rebuilding yourself up better, stronger, and tougher than before, but you are still very soft and you are still very positive. And instead of being very, very pessimistic because of what has happened to you, you are looking towards the future and you are remaining so optimistic and you are just so excited about what is awaiting you. And so I just think that people can get these ideas and make these judgments by just seeing the way that you always have a smile to offer to everyone that looks at you. You always have this twinkle in your eye, and you always just seem like somebody who is like walking on a ray of sunshine, right? And there's also this energy here. Maybe it's the way that you carry yourself. Maybe it's the way that you are just a very determined person. Maybe it's the way that you are always dressed for your job, always showing off how, determined you are. But people are always able to see that just because you are so positive and happy-go-lucky and you are always like so happy, it doesn't mean that you can't be tough, you can't be strong, you can't be level-headed and determined, because they can see all that plainly written on your face and written by seeing you always like in your work outfit and always like, you know, dusty and dirty from your job, right? You are just somebody who, when people look at you, they can instantly spot a hard working bee. Okay, they know that you are a boss babe. They know that you are always doing the most at your job. They can just see it in the way that you present yourself, in the way that you're always in your uniform, in the way that you are just so just determined looking, right? I don't know, but that is what I'm seeing here, okay? And then at the end of the day, with the uplift the one you love, you are just so friendly. Like, group one, you are just always having nothing but compliments to give to people. I think that you are somebody who, whenever you do talk to others, you say nothing but nice things. You're very, very kind to people, and you just uplift everyone. You uplift everyone, and I think even before you open your mouth, people look at you. They look at you across the room. They see your gorgeous smile, and they know that you are just a warm, warm, warm person. They know that you are a ray of sunshine. They know that you are just somebody who always likes to uplift people and make people feel just happy and whole and just amazing, right? So yeah, whenever people see you, they just see you as somebody who is a freaking cheerleader, who always wants to cheer people on and make people excited about what life has in store for them. So yeah, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of Tarot Tube again sometime, okay? Bye, guys. Hello, group 2. So if you chose this gorgeous angel card, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for fluttering onto this reading. So guys, before we get into the fabulous tarot portion of this reading today, first of all, we are going to start off by talking about this card that you received, because whenever I was pulling these cards, I was asking Spirit to give us some extra something about how people view you, okay? And for us to get the angel card, I am just like so excited for you, because the angel card is just mwah. It's one of the best cards that you can receive, in my humble opinion. And the reason why that is such an amazing card to receive here is because whenever I think of angels, I think about how, first of all, angels are not human, right? They are not human, and because they're not human, when people think about angels, when people imagine angels like in their mind, they just think about somebody who is inhumanly beautiful, okay? So inhumanly beautiful, so graceful, so gorgeous, so elegant, okay? And so I'm getting the idea here that you are somebody who when people see you, you just have this gorgeous, gorgeous air about you. You are somebody who people cannot take their eyes off of, because you are just so freaking gorgeous, okay? I really feel like you are somebody who is just very, very physically attractive, but at the end of the day, even if you are somebody who you know, is not in the same league as Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie, even if you yourself view yourself as someone who, you know, just looks like everybody else, right? I think that it is the way that you carry yourself. It is the way that you walk. It is the way that you know, pick your shoulders up and have your head held high. I just think that you are very, very graceful, okay? Very graceful. And so you have this amazing presence that draws people in, lures people in. And so whenever people see you, they just see a gorgeous, confident person, and they just cannot get enough of that. They can't get enough of you. And I do think that you have a really nice walk, okay? I think whenever you walk, I don't know if you like swish your hips back and forth, or again, if you just carry yourself with your head held high. I don't know what it is, but people, whenever you walk, like, they cannot help themselves but like stare at you. You are literally like Bella Hadid whenever she walks down a runway. Like, Bella Hadid has the best runway walk ever. She just looks so confident whenever she is walking on the stage. She walks and carries herself as though she is the most beautiful woman in the world. And you know, let's be honest, Bella Hadid, she really is very, very attractive, but it's the way that she carries herself that makes her even more off the charts gorgeous. It just makes her untouchable. It makes her so freaking amazing. And I feel like it's the way that you carry yourself, the way that you walk. You just seem like somebody who is just the sexiest thing known to man. Okay, so yeah, you definitely have something going on. Okay, you got something extra. Okay, when God made you, He made you with some extra bit of magic, because you just carry yourself as though you are a magical being, okay? As though you are this magical creature, and people just cannot stop staring at you. Now, I'm also getting the idea here that you also seem like somebody who is very, very kind, very selfless. I feel like, I'm kind of thinking of, is it the white, I think she's the White Queen, right? The White Queen on in Alice in Wonderland. I'm thinking of Anne Hathaway whenever she played the White Queen. Whenever she was walking, she like kind of talked very soft like this, and she like acted very ethereal. She walked like very weird, right? She had this really weird walk. Like, she'd have her arms up like this, and she just always looked like she was walking through an enchanted forest. She had like little woodland creatures that would walk with her and that loved her, and she was just so nice and so sweet and so delicate. And so guys, I'm kind of getting this idea. Maybe you have a really weird walk like that. Maybe you're quite unusual. You might be a bit of an oddball. I'm not gonna lie. But I think it works for you. Like, it works for you. Because Anne Hathaway, she may have looked a little odd with her little walk like this, but she looked good. She looked gorgeous. And she did that walk so well, okay? Everyone just loved her in Alice in Wonderland. Everyone worshipped her at her altar and put her on some type of amazing high pedestal. And so, yeah, I feel like you are very unusual. You really stand apart from other people. Again, you have something that really stands out with your walk. You know, I'm kind of getting the idea maybe you have a limp, or maybe you, maybe some of you guys who are watching this, maybe you are in a wheelchair. I don't know what it is, but there is something about you that really sets you apart from other people, and it has to do with the way you carry yourself, or, you know, the way you will yourself. If some of you guys who are watching this are in a wheelchair, okay? Now, you know, at the end of the day, again, like I was saying, you just seem like somebody who wouldn't hurt a fly. You seem like somebody who is really, really nice. And there could also just be something about your voice, too. Because like I said, Anne Hathaway, whenever she played the White Queen, she had a very soft, soft voice. And she spoke like she was almost like Bob Ross. You know what I mean? She sounded like Bob Ross because she was just so calm and sweet and quiet. So yeah, I mean, there could also be something about your voice. Whenever you open your mouth, people really like your voice as well. They really respond to it. And again, you just seem like somebody who's really nice, okay? You seem really, really sweet and very, very kind-hearted. So that's really nice to see. Let's go ahead and figure out some extra information here. Spirit, for group 2, what is it about my group 2 folks that really, I don't know, catches people's eyes whenever they look at them? What do people think whenever they view them? Okay, based on their physical appearance, what conclusions do people make? How do people view them based on group 2's physical appearance? Can we get some extra information here? Yeah, okay. This is interesting. So first of all, guys, for the Four of Pentacles coming through for your back of the deck energy, I'm getting the idea here that you could be somebody who likes to dress very modest. You could be somebody who's very, very humble, very, very down to earth, and the way that you dress really represents how down to earth and how kind and humble you are. So again, you could be somebody who is very modest with the way you dress. Maybe you don't like to show a lot of skin, but that is definitely coming through as well. You could also be somebody who maybe has a little bit of money as well, because the Four of Pentacles does talk about somebody having like having a lot of wealth, right? Having a lot of materialistic goods or material items. So you could be somebody who, even if you do dress in a very like modest way, I do think that you like to dress very nice, okay? So maybe you like to wear name brand clothing. Maybe you like to wear really nice name brand shoes. You could be somebody who likes to wear very expensive jewelry. And even if you are somebody who doesn't have a lot of money and you're watching this right now, I just think that you are somebody who, you have a very like nice eye for like nice clothes, right? Maybe you are somebody who likes to go thrifting and you know exactly what to get. You know what items, what vintage items are worth a lot of money, and you buy these like name brand clothes at the thrift stores, and you know, maybe go out, get them tailored. Maybe you pay extra money to take them to the cleaners so that they're very nice and pressed looking. But I just think that at the end of the day, you do have an eye for nice clothes and you do dress accordingly. You dress very, very nice, okay? So maybe you like to try to find cashmere a lot if that's available at the thrift stores. Like, you just have a nice eye for, you know, great clothes. But anyways, guys, let's talk about the other cards that are coming through. So we have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Chariot. Again, guys, literally the Chariot, this is making me think about how the way you carry yourself is just so sexy and so gorgeous. It instantly just catches people's eyes, right? Because, guys, like, this guy is literally on a chariot, and he looks like a boss freaking babe on this chariot. He looks so confident. And you know, if you were to see somebody literally riding on a chariot, that everybody would be looking at them, right? Everyone, all eyes would be on them. So whatever it is that you do, however it is you walk, whether you, you know, walk with your own 2 feet, whether it is you roll in a wheelchair, whatever it is you do, you just make an entrance. You make an entrance wherever you freaking go, babe, okay? People notice you all of the time. People can't take their eyes off of you. But what else is coming through is, again, I just think that you are somebody who people view as being very, very nice. You are so kind-hearted. You are just such a sweet soul. And with this Ten of Swords coming through, people just see you as somebody who could be quite breakable, honestly, right? Or, oh my gosh, you guys, I just burped. Oh my gosh, that is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Excuse me for that. Oh my goodness. But anyways, guys, the Ten of Swords, like, if you look at the Ten of Swords, this person looks like they just got hurt. Okay, they look super hurt. I mean, they literally have 10 swords shoved in their back. So it looks like they just got destroyed or something. So I'm getting this idea, when people look at you, they just see your kindness. They see how nice you are, how sweet you are to everyone, and they view you as somebody who could easily be hurt because of how soft you are, because of how kind you are. So I do think when people see you, and even whenever they come up to you and talk to you, I do think that people try to be as nice as they can to you, because they just get this idea that you could be somebody who is just very sensitive. You seem like somebody who might get their feelings hurt a little bit easier than others, okay? But yeah, so that is what I'm seeing so far. Ooh, let's get some extra messages. So guys, these 2 cards landed here or whatever, but this card was landed upright. This card landed facing down, so I'm gonna put that back in here. Let's go ahead and get one more card for my amazing group 2 folks. Spirit, Can we get some extra cards? Again, we have a card that landed face down, and we actually have 2 cards that landed upright. I'm going to take the one on the top here, and I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to put that one back in, and I'm also going to put the one that landed facing down back in the pile. Okay, you guys, so we have bees coming through. We have relax. And last but not least, we have visit the one you love. So guys, whenever I saw the bees here, this made me think about how all of the bees always just worship and do anything that they can for the queen bee. Okay, so I'm again getting this idea when people see you across the room, when they view you, they just view you as somebody who it's like a king or a queen. You just have so much presence about you. You are literally like a monarch, okay? And people view you as this like inhuman just god or goddess, and people would do anything for you. So I really think that when people look at you and see how gorgeous and sweet and kind and confident you are, people will literally line up, and they will just stand in a line just waiting to get their chance to worship you, to be there for you, to do anything for you. You just have so many like secret admirers. You have so many people who are into you, right? You have so many people who are very attracted to you, group 2, and I love it. I'm here for it. We also have relax coming through with chamomile. So I think that you are somebody who is just so nice, and I think that you put people at ease. People feel like whenever they meet you, whenever they see you across the room, they feel like you are just somebody who is so sweet and that you wouldn't hurt a fly, and so they feel like they can relax around you. They feel like they don't have to be on their guard. They feel like they can say anything to you and that you wouldn't make fun of them, you wouldn't judge them, you would just love them, right? In the gorgeous way that you love people. The last thing that I'm seeing here is visit the one that you love, and I just think again, you seem like somebody who is just very sociable, very friendly. You seem like somebody who is a friend to everyone, and people are just so here for it. They love it, and they love you so much. So yeah, guys, before people even meet you, they just look up to you so much already, and they are just so attracted to you, and they just know that if they were to get to talk to you and hang out with you, that they would love you so much, right? You're just so lovable. So yeah, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So if you chose this child orphan card, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for fluttering onto this reading today. So guys, before we get into the fabulous tarot portion of this reading, I first want to start off by talking to you guys a little bit about this card that we received today. Because whenever I was pulling these cards for y'all's groups, I was asking Spirit to give us a little bit of extra information as to how other people view you based off of your amazing physical appearance, okay? So guys, I honestly think that it's so awesome that you received this card, because this card, this talks about somebody who is very, very independent. This talks about somebody who doesn't feel the need to be around 1,000 different people. They don't feel the need to constantly hang out with a big group of individuals to make them feel good or to make them feel happy. This is somebody who can just be all on their own, be all by their lonesomes, and yet they are not lonely, right? This is somebody who loves themselves so much that they can go out to eat by themselves, or they can go to a movie by themselves. They don't mind being on their own because they are their own best friend. They love themselves so much, and they don't feel the need to be around other people to give them like validation or to give them extra love, because they don't need that extra love because they have it all on their own, right? They have so much love for their own selves. And so I'm getting the idea that whenever people see you from across the room, whenever they view you as somebody who is just like I said. You are just like somebody who doesn't feel the need to be around other people. I'm kind of getting the idea that you could be a bit of a wallflower at times, but I'm also seeing that you are somebody who is just very, very confident. I think that you hold yourself in such a high way, and you just seem like somebody who is just a leader, right? You seem like somebody who is a boss babe. I think that whenever you walk into a room, it doesn't matter if you are literally by yourself, you will carry yourself like you are a freaking boss, okay? You will carry yourself like you are a boss, and you will strut your stuff, and people just cannot take their eyes off of you. They just can't get enough of you, and I really think that people are so drawn towards you because of the way that you set yourself apart from others, because of the way that you just mind your own business and do your own thing, because people look at you and they view you as somebody who is just so like mysterious and so exciting. I think that people, they get excited about the chance of being able to conquer your heart. They get excited about the challenge of being able to pursue you and see if you would want to spend your time with them, right? Because people know just by looking at you, they know that you are somebody who doesn't have to have 1,000,001 friends. They know that you are somebody who doesn't need to have a boyfriend or girlfriend or partner to make them happy. You instead you prefer to just be by yourself, and so they know that if you were to decide to be with them, that would be a freaking achievement of all and of itself, right? They know that that would be the best award ever, right? Because you don't just hang out with anyone, right? Not just anyone has VIP access to you and to your heart. So I definitely think right away when people see you, they just see you as somebody who is very, very confident. They see you as somebody who is a leader. They see you as somebody who has so much love for yourself, and they especially see you as a mysterious challenge that they want to win. So yeah, people are just really attracted to the way you carry yourself, to how much confidence you have. They're just, they can't get enough of it, group 3, and I just think that that is awesome. So let's go ahead and get some extra messages, please. How do people view my group 3 folks? How do people view my group 3 folks? Can we get some extra messages, please? Okay. Alrighty, guys. So for the back of the deck energy, we have the Temperance card coming through, which honestly makes a lot of sense. The Temperance card, this talks about somebody who is very calm, very centered, okay? This is somebody who does not get very emotional all the time. They are always able to have a nice rein on their emotions, and so they are always able to keep their cool and to be very graceful and calm under even the most stressful of times. And so I'm getting this idea here that you are very level-headed, and it takes a lot for you to, you know, break your cool. So I feel like when people look at you, when people view you across the room, I think that you just always have this very calm and cool exterior, and I honestly think that it is hard for people to read you. It's hard for people to kind of get an idea as to what you're thinking, right? And so again, like, there is this very mysterious energy about you. People are just very intrigued about you. They're very intrigued about who you are, and I think that when people see you across the room, even when people get to meet you and talk to you, you leave them with more questions than answers, right? So yeah, that's very interesting to see. You're just so mysterious, group 3, and I love that. Now, we also have the Sun card coming through. We have the 5 of Cups. And last but not least, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So honestly, guys, I feel like people, whenever they meet you, they are so excited to get the chance to just talk to you, to approach you. That is what I'm seeing here with the Sun card, because the Sun, this talks about excitement, this talks about love, this talks about joy, right? And whenever I think of the Sun, I'm also just getting the idea that the Sun, like, whenever you see the Sun is literally the center of our solar system, right? The Sun is just so bright and gorgeous and beautiful, and you can't take your eyes off of it, right? People people know that you shouldn't look directly at the sun, and yet we all just want to do it anyways, right? We want to do it because we know we shouldn't. And so I'm getting this idea here that you are somebody who people want. They want to approach you. They want to talk to you, but they know that they shouldn't. And I feel like the reason why they feel like they shouldn't talk to you is because they feel like you are somebody who could potentially break their heart. And I think the reason why they feel this way is because, again, they see you as somebody who doesn't seek outside validation. You don't seek other people constantly. You don't seek friends or lovers like other people do. You don't need that because you have yourself. Again, you have yourself. And so people know that it would be hard to win you over. They know how hard it would be to get you to open up your heart to them and to get you to actually want to be friends with them or want to, date them. And so people view you as somebody who is a potential heartbreaker. They view you as somebody who could hurt them. Okay, so they know that they shouldn't go up and talk to you, and yet they still want to because you are the sun. You are the center of their solar system. You are all people see whenever they see you, right? You could be in a room filled with gorgeous people, and yet all eyes would be on you because, again, you're so mysterious, you're so intriguing, and you are also just very gorgeous and very attractive. The way you carry yourself just makes you so much even more hotter. I'm also getting the idea here with the Four of Pentacles. This talks about holding yourself back. This talks about not giving a whole lot of yourself, right? So again, we're getting that idea that you are literally a treasure, right? You are a treasure, and you know that you are a treasure. You know that you are amazing, and because you don't give yourself away to so many people, it just makes you so much even more valuable. So whenever people look at you, they view you as this like untouched treasure trove, right? They view you as a gorgeous treasure, and they just are always thinking about what it would be like to be able to talk to you, to be able to hold you in their hands, to be able to be near you, right? So yeah, I just think that that is so amazing. And at the end of the day, I just feel like people sometimes, whenever they see you across the room, people, even though they want to come near you, they want to talk to you, they still feel so intimidated by you. They are so intimidated by your confidence, by the love that you have for yourself, that they hold themselves back as well, and they decide to, remain on the sidelines and not approach you. And I think that they have so many regrets whenever they do this. They have so many regrets, and that is what I'm seeing here with the Five of Cups, because that talks about having regrets. It talks about being upset and being very sad about how things went. And so I'm getting the idea, again, when people see you, whenever they view you from across the room, they just feel this need, this desire to talk to you. But I feel like a lot of people just hold themselves back from approaching you because they are trying to keep themselves from getting hurt, right? They feel like you are somebody who could potentially really hurt them. And so instead of talking to you, they decide to, hang back and just be on their own or be with their friends or whatever. But at the end of the day, that just leaves them being just more upset in the process, right? Because they feel like they are really missing out, which they are, because you are just an amazing treasure. Group 3, that is what I'm seeing, okay? So guys, for the other cards that we have the Snell, we also have Death, and then we have Defend the One You Love. So guys, this honestly makes so much sense with the Snell here. The Snell talks about like slow moving progress. And so I feel like when people view you, they view you as somebody who it would take a long time for them to really win you over. It would take a long time for them to get you to, warm up to them and to get you to start talking and being more, sociable, right? Again, you just like to be on your own. You prefer your own time. And I feel like you are somebody who you're not like completely antisocial or anything. Like you have your friends, but you're just very selective with who you decide to be your friend, right? You're very selective with who you decide to be your lover. And so people know when looking at you, they know that it would take a long time for them to be able to grow on you. It would take a long time. It would take a lot of slow moving progress for you for you to decide to let them in. And so that is definitely something that people automatically think about whenever they see you, whenever they view you. Whenever we get the Death card coming through, this makes me think about the Death card in traditional tarot. And the Death card in traditional tarot actually represents the Scorpio sign. So you could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. But I'm also just getting the idea with the Scorpio energy. Scorpios are known for being very, very intense. They're known for being very secretive and for being very passionate and even being a bit wild as well. And so I do think when people look at you, they see you as somebody who is a very intense and passionate person, and they know that even though you don't reveal a lot on the outside, even though you have a very calm and cool exterior, people are always wondering, and they're wondering what it would be like to get to know you, and they feel like you are somebody who is very, very wild, right? They feel like you are somebody who is just hiding so much of yourself from other people. And I think that when people are thinking about you, whenever they view you across the room, they feel like there has to be something hidden within you. There has to be these like secret depths to you. And they just get this like intuitive like insight that you are somebody who is so much more than what you may seem, and that so much more is the fact that you could be a very wild, passionate, and just amazing person. And so people just are always thinking that if they were to be with you, if you were to open up to them, that you would give them such an amazing experience, that you would just be somebody who would completely rock and change their world as they know it. And they just feel like you are somebody who you just have a lot of hidden depths. You have a lot of crazy depths, and they feel like you might be a bit of a wild child, okay? You have a lot to hide, and they feel like the things that you are hiding are the crazy things that you do whenever you are not standing there looking as cool as a cucumber, okay? They feel like you are a bad boy, a bad girl, just waiting to be exposed, okay? And then last but not least, we have defend the one you love. And at the end of the day, I just think that when people look at you, they just want to fight for you, okay? They want to fight for you. They want to be able to get to know you better, and they feel like you are somebody who is also very defensive of the ones that you love, right? Because whenever people see you across the room, they see you as somebody who, again, is very selective with who you allow to come into your inner circle. And so they just get this idea that because you are so selective, because you are so big about who you allow into your inner circle, into your heart, they feel like you are somebody who is just very, very loyal. They feel like you are somebody who would do anything for your friends, and I think that they just love that. They love that, and they just wish that they could be one of your friends or one of your lovers who you would defend against anyone, right? So yeah, they just want to be able to earn your loyalty. They want to earn it, and I just think that that is so amazing to see. So yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.